knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't.
Hello, you're watching OCTV's coverage of the Big House. This is the big game against Romeo. I'm here, Rod, right here with JR. JR, this is the game, man. This is awesome to open.
How exciting for these football players to be playing in the Big House where Michigan plays. They were in the locker room earlier, came running out onto the field. What an exciting day for our football program.
Now I hear you got some video coming through the tunnel yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, well, being a Michigan fan for many years, I came running out of the tunnel pretending I was Jim Harbaugh or somebody. So it's exciting for me personally to be out on the field, but it's more exciting for these kids, and they deserve it. They've been working hard all summer long, doing double days or two-a-days, and now what a great reward for them to be here.
I'll tell you, those kids are going to be feeling like Jim Harbaugh, even though they probably don't know who he is, but they'll be coming down these halls anytime soon, so it's going to be a great game.
Well, think about it. They get to see and play on the same field as Tom Brady. Man,
they know who he is.
They know who he is. There's no doubt about that. And you know what? This is a great day. I mean, for the whole Oxford athletic program, for us to be down here getting the exposure, it's just exciting for everybody.
Well, great. Well, stay tuned. This is going to be a good one.
Hi, JR here with the Oxford Community TV and coverage today at the Big House. With me is Coach Randy Reason. Randy, how excited are these kids about playing in the Big House?
They're pretty excited. The main thing we talked about in the locker room was don't let your emotions get you right now at 3:30. Wait till 4 o'clock to let them explode. And I think that's one of our biggest things today is just keeping the kids calm until kickoff.
What about keeping the coaches calm? I mean, many of you guys are much like myself, been fans of the Michigan Wolverines for years.
Yeah, it was pretty nice walking down the tunnel, and I want to shake hands with Bo, but you know he wasn't here, so it was a pretty cool experience for everybody. I'm glad that Oxford gets to participate in this today.
Well, it is an exciting thing, and these kids deserve it. They've been working hard, and so have the coaches since what, July?
Yeah, since July.
So how are we looking out there? We only got one or two significant injuries, from what I understand.
Yes, Trent Mears out and one of our running backs, but we got two other guys that are very qualified, and we'll just see if we can come away with a W today.
Well, next man up mentality, that's the Oxford way. So thanks, Randy, and good luck today.
I'm here with the cheerleaders. Cheerleaders, do we have a special cheer for the Big House?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? You want? Are you going to unleash it now, or are you going to wait for the game?
We're going to wait till later.
Okay, there we go. Special cheer going on. I mean, girls excited?
Oh, yeah.
Is this like the biggest stadium ever?
Biggest stadium. Yeah, basically. I mean, hey.
Yeah, okay. Now, how's the game going to go today?
It's going to go great.
Are we going to win?
Definitely.
Well, let's hear a cheer for it, okay, girls? How about a cheer for the camera? Ready? Cheerleaders, go!
Fire up, go Cats! Fire up, go Cats!
I have a dream that 200 on the dash got me feeding. So I'm trying to ride out, smile out, ride these tracks 7500
All right, we are here with the dance team. We are very color coordinated today for U of M, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Did we plan that?
It just happened to be good.
Oh, do we have a special dance just for this game, perhaps?
Yes. It's very special.
Can you give us a hint?
No.
No hints. Okay, very good. How's the game going to go today?
Well, Let's hope it goes really good. So
Hope, come on, you're supposed.
going to go good. It's going to.
There we go. It's going to go good. So there we are. The dance team's here, the cheerleaders here, the football team's here, all the student bodies here. There's getting a lot of people here.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's go a great big go Oxford, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Everybody take a shot. Red light, green light. Give me everything you got. Red light, green light.
Hey, Chris Curtis, longtime Michigan fan. What's it mean to you and an Oxford graduate? What's it mean to you to be at the Big House?
Oh, this is awesome, man. I think the kids are going to appreciate this. This a lifetime event for them. I think it's great.
Absolutely. How does it? Have you seen any of the team this year in any of the practices?
Yeah, I went to a couple of their passing scrimmages and the scrimmage at Oxford. They're tough. The scrappy team. It's an Oxford team.
Absolutely. And you got a boy, what, on the JV squad?
No, he's on varsity. He's junior.
Awesome. Is he going to get playing time today?
I hope so.
Absolutely. On the Big House. Something Dad never got to do, right?
Exactly. No, big time event for these guys.
Thanks, Chris. Enjoy the game.
Canine Stray Rescue is Oxford's own local dog rescue. Each year they take in hundreds of dogs and bring them into suitable homes. A certified nonprofit organization, Canine Dog Rescue strives to give pound dogs a new leash on life. To donate, adopt, or even volunteer, call them at 248-628-0435 or go to their website dogsaver.org and click on the Canine Stray Rescue League link.
Okay, here we are, JR, ready for the kickoff already. They already did the coin toss.
Rod, you know, the weather the last couple of days has been a little bit chilly. It kind of had that football nip in the air.
It did.
So how exciting is it for these Oxford Wildcats to be here at the Big House to play against the Romeo Bulldogs?
We have to thank the Romeo Bulldogs for inviting us. I guess they're the ones hosting this. This is a league game.
Yeah, this is, well, it's not a league game.
Not a league, but
yeah, it's a non-conference game,
yeah.
but yeah, Romeo and Oxford, it began a few years ago, and it's been a good contest to start the year, a great test for our ball club.
Well, I tell you, Romeo's got a great football program. Won state a few years back, and they've been a tough football team for
well, absolutely, and it's like I said, it's a great test for the Wildcats. Wildcats come in to this contest reasonably healthy. They lost their starting tailback, Trent Meir. He hopes to be back in 5 or 6 weeks. Had a little surgery on his foot. But you know, that football mentality, next man up, and we got some capable people in the backfield.
Well, we always do, and we got a good JV program that's always pumping into, and our football program as a whole here.
Yeah, absolutely, and it really starts with our youth program. At the Junior Wildcats, they kind of set the tone for good work ethic and to be good citizens and the whole bit. And our Junior Wildcat program is a great feeder program for us, and without them, you don't have a program. You just got to start them young.
Well, take me through the process. They start out at how old and what do they play?
Well, I mean, the Junior Wildcat program, I believe, starts them at 7 or 8 years old, and it goes by weight. And you know, they progress from there, and it's really at one point, I don't know exactly how many teams they have now, but at one point they had 4 or 6 teams. That's how many young players were playing for Oxford. And then once they get to middle school, then they get turned over to the middle school program. So that's 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And again, they're by grades there and weight again. So you don't have that one kid that got a little bigger than everybody else pounding on a little guy. So, but it's a great feeder program, and all your top programs have that because it teaches the mentality. If you get a kid in high school at any sport and you got to teach them the basics, then you're wasting valuable time to perfect the little things that make a difference in a game. So it's really important to have a good, strong feeder program. So we're fortunate. All of our programs at Oxford, my program, bowling, soccer, I even the swimming program is developing a feeder program. So that's where it starts, and you set the tone early.
Yeah, I know the wrestling program starts out early, and I was talking to lacrosse, and they're starting early as well. And
yeah, and I think the wrestling program was one of the very, very first to focus on a youth program. And you know, Doug Meyer many years ago got it started in Oxford, and it just has grown. And look at the strength of that football or that wrestling program. And that's it. It's the feeder program.
Yep.
So it looks like we're ready to kick it off for the Wildcats here. And forgive us, we're a little high up. May not look like it in the camera angle, but
it's going to be hard to see numbers.
It's going to be a little bit. We got Matthew Malicki. He's a senior, number 10, and we'll remember him from last year. Kid's got a strong foot, soccer player. So he's going to get us started here. So the inaugural game of the season for 2017, and the Wildcats. Here we go. Malicki, low line drive boot. It takes an Oxford bounce. Good return, good solid hit by the Wildcats. Looks like number 33 wrapped him up. Devin Trevino.
From the kickoff, number 10, Matthew Malicki.
So the Wildcats
By number 33.
will let Romeo start at the 30-yard line. Good field position for the Bulldogs. Yeah, and you're right, Rod. The Bulldogs are a perennial powerhouse team year in and year out. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Number 10 hands the ball off. Good running room. Good pursuit by the Wildcats. Looks like a first down.
Ball carried by number 17, Nathan Goralski.
Your quarterback for the Bulldogs is Jack Wendt.
44, Marcus Hucknagel.
Number 44 made the tackle for the Wildcats. We'll probably wait for the announcer here to announce it because, again, we're having a little bit of a hard time seeing.
Boy, he's got a good voice, too.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Boy, to get your name called at U of M Stadium, Michigan Stadium, what a thrill. Wendt takes the snap, keeps it over the 45, crosses the 50, getting run out of bounds by the Wildcats. Wendt with a good run, gets inside Wildcat territory, inside the 40-yard line to the 39.
Sergio Gordon.
Boy, Rod, we talked to some of the coaches beforehand, and they were concerned about the kids' emotions to play in a big game like this so early in the season. It's a long bus ride to get here, and, man, you just get worked up. So it's going to take a little while for the nerves to settle in.
Well, how many yards did he get on that one?
Well, that was about a 21-yard run right there.
That is, wow.
Went in the backfield in the shotgun. Going to throw. Throws it out here to number 4. Great tackle by the Wildcats. Big hit by number 25, Benny Noose.
Number 4, Ryan Honda.
Benny's a senior and a leader on this team.
Benjamin Nuss. Second down.
Noose stopped him at a 5-yard gain. Be second down and 5. Romeo with their opening possession of the ball game. Went again in the shotgun, looking to throw it out to the wing. He passes complete for a first down. Tackled immediately there. Looks like number 54 for the Wildcats, Sam Barrett.
He's tackled by number 54, Samuel Barrett.
So the Romeo Bulldogs look like a well-oiled machine out there on offense so far.
They are. They're moving the ball very well. The field looks bigger, but it's not.
Yeah, somehow it looks bigger. Ball on the 28-yard line. Wendt hands the ball in a student body right. Wildcats got it defended well. Nice job by the Wildcats. Boy, it looked like number 54, Barrett, kind of had that sniffed out and stretched it out. Boy, the whole host of Wildcats.
Number 52, Austin Schlicht.
Austin Schlick was in on that tackle. Looks like a loss of 2. Ball spotted on the 30-yard line. Going to be a second down and 12. Looking for a big defensive stop here by the Wildcats. Romeo with a misdirection. Number 9 stretched out. It broke a tackle. Breaked another tackle. Nice run by number 9 for the Bulldogs. Broke a couple tackles.
And on to number 9.
Well, for whatever reason, they put the Bulldogs names in alphabetical order like we know them. So it's going to be hard to find them.
Matthew Melnick.
Malicki and Brown on the stop.
2 to go.
So big play right here, 3rd and 2. But I would think Romeo's in 4-down territory. They'll go for it if they get stopped here. Looks like they may come into the right.
Uh-oh.
Offense moved right there, so that's a penalty on the Bulldogs. Looked like somebody on the left side of that offensive line jumped a little early. Let's see if he got called offsides or got pulled offside. Nope, they're going to mark it. Procedure against the Bulldogs. Rod, how many times have we seen a penalty slow the momentum of a drive down? And,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, it definitely does, which is a good point right here.
Yeah, well, the Wildcats could use all the help we can.
Little bit of a breeze out there. I'm noticing the flag, so that should.
It's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
Talk about a great day for
field
football.
goals.
Yeah. Went in the under center. Rolls to his right. He's looking to throw the ball. Throws it. Caught. Knocked out of bounds by Malicki at the 11, but that'll be a first down. Boy, Wentz showed a good arm right there.
First down, Romeo.
Oh, that's not good.
No. Ball spotted on the 11-yard line. The Bulldogs have been moving right down the field.
Good, strong breeze going to the south there, which would be in Bulldog favor for a field goal.
Absolutely. Oh, we got a flag on the play. See what the delay of game on the Bulldogs, so another penalty on them. 8 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. The Bulldogs have had the ball since the start of the game, so a 4-minute drive so far. But their second penalty moves the ball all the way back out to the 16. Today's the head coaching debut of Dave Brown. He's in. Coach Riley's not able to make the trip today, so Coach Dave Brown is leading the crew today. 2nd, 15. Handoff straight ahead. The defensive line was ready. Stopped them for a small 4-yard gain.
25, Tyler Chesky.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 12. Barrett on the stop. Opening game 2017. Should be an exciting season. We got senior leadership, senior quarterback. We have a lot of juniors and sophomores that participated last year, so a lot of experience coming back this year for the Wildcats. Misdirection off to the right side, being strung out. Nice job by the Wildcats. Good, tough running by the Bulldog.
Ball is carried by number 9, Jared Chesky.
Trying to give up a 3-yard run right there. That's okay.
It's tackled by a plethora of Wildcats.
A plethora of Wildcats brought him down, the announcer said. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
So here's a big play. Once again, you figure they're in 4-down territory, but ball's on the 8-yard line. It's 3rd down, and they can get it first inside the 1. Now, when they've needed it, they've went to Went in a pass, so he's in the shotgun. Look for him right here. Inside screen. Nice tackle by the Wildcats. Number 25, Benny Noose again. So big decision here for the
He was tackled by number 20.
Romeo Bulldogs. 4th down and 2 for a first, 3 for a touchdown. Really not that big a decision. You're here in the big house. First game of the year. You got to go for it here.
Well, that was Noose again.
Yeah, Noose has made his presence known early here. Boy, how about a procedure call here? Looks like the Bulldogs are going straight ahead. Offsides by the Wildcats.
Oh.
Let's hope they were pulled offsides, because if not, that'll be a... they're being pulled offsides. Big break for the Wildcats. He's looking like he's going to mark it off against them. Let's see what the call is. No, offsides against the Wildcats. Half the distance to the goal. Still leaves them short of a first down. But it's only about a half yard now. So big fourth down play for the Wildcats. Bulldogs running wide. This is a dangerous play. He stopped, but he does get the first down. It does look like he's got the first down. The Wildcats are excited. He didn't get in the end zone, but he did get a first down. So
First down, Romeo.
very close right there. Nice job on this left side. Noose Malicki ran him out of bounds, but boy, he just barely got that by the length of a football.
This stadium is very loud.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to imagine it with 100,000 people in here. Or 107 or 108, whatever they pack in here now. The largest stadium in college football today. Inside handoff. Nice job by the Wildcats. See if we can get that. It looks like 54 on the stop. Sammy Barrett. Boy, Barrett and Noose have made themselves known today already.
Boy, Barrett and Noose, you're right. They are everywhere.
Loss on the play of about 2 yards. It's going to bring up a second down and goal to go. Wildcats have shown a great goal line defense so far. See if they can keep it up. Running the other side away from Noose. And what do they get? They got Malicki. Malicki in the backfield with a stop. Number 10, the kicker. Boy, another loss on the play. Watch for him to pass right here. This is going to be a big play.
Third down.
Third and goal to go. Ball now spotted at the 6. Great goal line defense so far by the Wildcats.
Well, they marched it down, and all of a sudden...
Well, once that field, you start putting 11 players in a 10-yard box, it gets a little more difficult. Big play right here for the Wildcats. Went in the shotgun, going to throw the ball. Good pressure by the Wildcats, nearly intercepted. The key on that play was the pressure right up the middle. Looked like number 44 was in there, Huffnagel. Number 10, Malicki.
12, Eric Freeman. Pass is incomplete.
Well, you know what? What a great job by the Wildcats. First and goal to go on the 1-yard line, inside the 1-yard line, and they're going to force a field goal attempt. That's huge for this Wildcat defense.
And the wind stopped. We looked at the flag.
I don't know how the wind could get over these big walls.
You wonder.
So the kicker on for Romeo. Snap is good and the hold is down. The kick is up. And the Wildcats say it's no good. Wide left. Wow, what a goal line stand by the Wildcats early in this contest. That's the good news. Bad news is they get the ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's talk about that defense. One break, the one loss of yards, and then the penalty, and it's all Oxford then.
Really, you know, once they had that first and goal inside the 1, it was all the defense. I mean, you had Malicki with a nice tackle for loss. You had Benny Noose in there with a tackle for loss.
And Barrett.
That was some great defense right there. This is the exciting part for me when you got a senior leader quarterback who's got 3 years experience like Parker Fleming, number 12. He's starting out today. It's his team. He's the general out there. Boy, I saw him in warm-up. He's tall. Fleming hands the ball off. Nice running room right straight ahead. Looked like Devon Hudson.
Ball started by number 8, Drew Carpenter.
Drew Carpenter. Carpenter is just a sophomore.
2nd and 4.
Just a sophomore. Carried the ball for 6 yards. Second down and 4 for the Wildcats. Good yardage on that opening play. There's a whistle on the play. Timeout, Romeo. So let's see, Rod. The Wildcats lost a outstanding back in Trent Muir, and they bring this sophomore, Drew Carpenter, who had an outstanding season last year on JV. They're going to have Caleb Tabert and I think Devin Hudson and Vaquero. They're going to have a plethora of running backs to kind of move around back there, and they're all kind of different guys, So it'll be exciting to see what happens with this backfield.
I know. I remember last year with Devon, he had some wonderful carries last year. Very exciting back.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you got a good strong arm in Parker Fleming. And, the Wildcats, if they can get people to respect the pass, it'll help really open up that run game, which is where they make their money.
Yeah, absolutely. And with an older quarterback like this, we can do that more now.
Yep, absolutely.
This is going to be fun. Every year we remix that football cocktail, don't we? We're not quite sure what we're going to get.
We haven't lost a game yet this year.
That's right.
Undefeated so far. So here we go, Parker Fleming. Under center. In motion. Handoff. Stopped at the line. But good surge. Got about a yard and a half.
Ball is carried by number 8.
Carpenter again on the carry. Good defense there by the Bulldogs. They only gave up a yard. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Actually, they gave him no gain on the play. Well, the Wildcats sure don't want to have to punt. They'd like to hold on to that ball. The Bulldogs had it forever, it seemed like. Already we're down to 2 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Parker steps back to throw the ball. Slant.
Uh-oh.
Knocked in the air.
Intercepted.
Looked like he got tipped at the line of scrimmage or something happened at the line. So Wildcats are going to be forced to punt.
Ryan Miller.
He had Ryan Miller in on the slant.
Play was blocked by number 9, Jared Chesky.
One of the Bulldogs got their hand on the play early. Looked like the timing got broke up on that.
And that's okay. Defense will fire us up.
Well,
they
absolutely.
Have in the past, too.
Stopped him on this inside the 1. We got a good, strong punter here. Malicki. They had it blocked, so Malicki put the ball down, and he's a good runner.
Oh, no.
Well, good play by the Bulldogs. They were going to block that punt, so I think that's a good decision by Malicki. He had just a little bit of room outside there, but snap was good. Everything looked good on the play. Just outstanding pressure by the Bulldogs. So inside 2 minutes to go. Wildcats, Bulldogs, no score here in the opening quarter. If you've seen this football field before, you probably have on Channel 7, Channel 2, Channel 4. We're at the Big House. The ball kept by the quarterback. That's a different quarterback than the first series. That's number 3.
Ball is carried by number 3, Brandon Hicks.
That's Hicks on the carry. Brandon Hicks, he's a senior. So a little mix in the backfield for the Bulldogs, but the Wildcats are ready for it. Gain of 4 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 6 to go. Number 3 stays in at quarterback. Inside handoff. Good tackle by the Wildcats, number 15. Joey Vaquero.
Jared Chesky. He's stopped by number 15, Joseph Vaquero.
Vaquero in on that stop. Did a nice job stopping him from the first down. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. The Wildcats defense needs to step up here one more time. 40 seconds to go here in the opening quarter, the first game of the year. Wildcat defense looks good. Inside running. Oh, good surge by the running back. He got to the 10-yard line, which would be a first down. Looked like the Wildcats had it stopped, but the quarterback just kept moving. Hicks.
First down.
So once again, we got first and goal to go for the Bulldogs. The ball is way out to the 10-yard line. Number 3 is still in the quarterback. Brandon Hicks.
At the end of the first quarter.
Oh, wow.
So that's the end of the first quarter, man.
First quarter already.
That was quick. So the Wildcats and the Bulldogs, no score at the end of one.
Well, that's something. Just one possession in the first quarter there.
Earth Hour, a grassroots movement born in Sydney in 2007, has seen 10,400 landmarks, over 7,000 cities in 172 countries and territories switch off for climate action. Together, individuals and communities have built a people-powered global movement to create real change, lighting up homes and lives with solar power in India and the Philippines, providing families with fuel-efficient stoves in Nepal and Madagascar, and helping communities get back on their feet after Typhoon Haiyan with climate-smart boats. We have successfully banned plastic in the World Heritage Site of the Galapagos Islands and planted the world's first Earth Hour forest in Uganda, a country losing thousands of hectares to deforestation every month. Together, we've made a lasting difference, but we must continue to protect our planet, our home. This Earth Hour, join us to shine a light on climate action. Together, let's change climate change.
Because they travel so well.
We do.
Hicks, dropping back the pass, looking back, wide open player, number 9, touchdown Romeo. Somebody broke in coverage on the play. Kepke,
Number 3, Brandon Hicks.
number 9. Boy, that was obviously a broken play. The Romeo Bulldogs draw first blood with a 6-0 score, trying for the extra point here with just 6 seconds gone by in the second quarter. Snap is good. Placement's down. This time he drilled it. So it's a 7-0 lead for the Romeo Bulldogs. So the Wildcats will get their ball for the second time. See if they can answer the Romeo Bulldogs.
Absolutely. I think we can answer them. We beat them last year.
I believe, you're right.
Yeah.
But Romeo went on a run after that. I mean, Romeo had a great season, and I don't know whether we fired them up or what we did, but we got them excited, and they ran off a bunch of wins after we beat them.
Yeah, it was a tough league last year. Man, was it tough.
High school football is getting better and better and better all the time. So that's why we go back to those feeder programs and working early and working hard. And we got a great leader in Coach Raleigh and Coach Brown and the whole staff, and they'll make some adjustments. And let's see, the second offensive possession is going to be large. We need to get a couple of first downs, get that defense some rest.
Yeah. We're surrounded by good teams. We got Romeo, then we got Lake Hornby.
Our schedule is brutal.
And Rochester, and now Lapeer. They pull their schools together, and they got a great program. So.
Well, in the next game after this, here at the Big House is Clarkston versus Lapeer. There's 2 of the best teams in the state, period. Wildcats on the kickoff, a little bit of room to run. A broke tackle inside the 30-yard line. Couldn't see. Now Malicki again on the carry. Well, good starting field position this time for the Wildcats, ball on the 32-yard line. There's a guy that makes a lot of big plays for us, is Malicki.
Yes, he does.
So it'll be exciting to see what he does in that wide receiver spot.
First and 10 from the 30 line.
Does that mean that maybe Southeast Michigan is getting to be the place for football?
Well, I think some of those inner city Detroit teams, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of good football teams in our area. Fleming out of the shotgun, steps up, getting pressured.
Uh-oh.
Going to go down with a 5-6 yard loss.
Ball is held in 12. Harper Fleming.
Parker didn't have much time to throw the ball.
He's stopped by number 66, William Harvey.
Harvey on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Second
Boy, he was in the
from the 25.
position to pass the ball, but boy, the pocket just collapsed around him. Looks like the Wildcats a little confusion on the offensive backfield. Need to watch that play clock. Don't get a delayed game call. Handoff straight ahead running. 3 yards for the Wildcats.
Ball is carried by number 8.
Carpenter again on the carry.
He's tackled by number 19, Kevin.
Boy, the Bulldogs sure do look like a team ready to go back to the state finals, don't they?
No, they do look good. He gave him 8 yards on that? He did.
No. It's
3rd and 8.
no, it's 3rd and 13. They get
3rd
a
and
little
13. Okay, I was going to say, I was looking at the scoreboard, not.
Parker Fleming. Carpenter in the backfield, fakes the handoff. He's getting pressured. Nearly intercepted. Nice catch out there, but only for a yard or two.
That's caught by number 44, Marcus Huffnagel.
Huffnagel on the catch. Did a great job keeping his feet in bounds, but that throw just didn't give him a chance to run with it. So let's see if we can get this punt off. We need to move this field position. Kicking with the wind. Good snap. Better blocking this time. The kick is off and good. Taken by number 17. He's got the end. Look out. We got flags all over the place there. I think you might have got a face mask. Number 15, Vaquero, slowed him down. Let's see what the flags are.
Well, we wore the right color today, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
This should be a home game for the Wildcats, not the Bulldogs. Got a holding call against the Bulldogs, so that's a break for the Wildcats. Wildcats have done a nice job not getting any penalties so far. I mean, with the emotions the way they are in a big game like this and all the excitement of playing at the Big House, they seem like they're
poised, yes.
They're in check. Just got to get that offensive timing.
You are forever
together.
the optimist. I like that.
Yeah.
And they are marching them quite a bit back there. Look at this.
Well, and let's remember what Oxford football is all about.
That's right.
Play them tough, win it in the fourth quarter. Play it tough, win it in the fourth quarter. I guarantee you, we are a very well-conditioned team early in the season. Ball spotted on the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs. Big penalty right there. Back to throw the ball. Number 10's back in, getting pressured, running the ball. Round right side, and he fumbles, but it goes out of bounds.
Ball is carried by number 10, Jackson.
Is that Noose again?
He's tackled by number 33,
Nope.
Devin Trevino.
Torino pressuring him and ran him out of bounds. But nice job by the quarterback there. I believe that was Went again.
41.
He got 7 yards on that broken play. So what a great event. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, high school football at the Big House. 2 games each day.
You're going to probably stay for the second game, aren't you, Jay?
Boy, I sure am thinking about it. Well,
here we go.
Flag on the play, and typically that's a offensive. When they stop the play, it means it's offense. Early call is delay a game. Boy, Romeo is shooting themselves in the foot, but every time they do, they have a big play to get out of it. So 2nd and 9. Our defense looks fast.
They do.
They look really fast. They don't look overly big, but they look fast.
We never do we?
Yeah, Benny News, Vaquero,
Yeah.
Malicki. I know they're all quick guys. Inside pass.
Oh, look at that.
No good.
And you see the jump that the defense had on that play? We were on top of them right away. That was good.
Good pressure. I think that's what broke that play up is getting pressure on the quarterback, broke the timing up. So here's what the Wildcats needed is a stop. And we need to get them off the field here at 3rd down. So 3rd and 8. Wildcat defense needs to step up one more time early in this contest. 9:50 to go here in the opening half. Wildcats trail 7-0 to the Romeo Bulldogs. Game being played at the Michigan Stadium, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Well, that looked like a broken play all the way. Nice job by the Wildcats. I'm telling you, this defense is inspired right now.
Wow. I'm very impressed.
That was Trevino again, but there were 3 other Wildcats back in that backfield. So, nice job by the defense. Didn't hurt they had a delay game penalty. Brad, how many times last year did we have an exciting punt return? Seemed like we were getting it at least 1 or 2 a game, so let's see what we can get right here. I can't tell who that is in the backfield. Usually it's Malicki, but I can't see. The good blocking at the point of attack. Short kick, very short kick. Get out of there!
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Whoa!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh boy!
Big mistake by the Wildcats. I didn't see the number. But that's going to be a turnover.
Oh, boy.
Giving the ball back to Romeo. When that ball's kicked by a punt return, if you're not going to catch it clean, you get away from it. If you touch it, it becomes a live ball and anybody's ball. So you got to catch it clean. But that one was certainly should have just got away. So defense got to pick up their teammate.
And it makes it hard to score that on the sheet, too. Uh-oh.
Ball's thrown short.
Short.
They got the other quarterback, number 3, in there. So the Wildcats, that's Brandon Hicks. Looks like they're rotating Hicks and Went every other possession for the Bulldogs.
Could be why they're having a problem with their with the penalties too.
Could be an issue with timing and penalty. Yeah. Yep. But you know, early in the season, they may be trying to see who steps up.
That's true.
You know, Went is an 11th grader. Hicks is a 12th grader. Hicks is in there now. Bad snap. He falls on it. He's down automatically. Once a high school player's knee hits the turf, it's over. Play is dead. There's another good stop for the defense.
Wow. JR, I'm more excited about our defense than Romeo's offense. They are playing fantastic today. They are the stars on the field right now.
Well, they certainly have done a nice job. Other than the opening drive, the Wildcats have done an outstanding job. 2 special teams mistakes. 2, the punt that we were trying to punt and they were going to block, and we ran it, and then they fumble on the punt. Get back on sides. That's an offsides penalty.
That's the first penalty we've.
Well, that may not be on Oxford. It could have been a pulled off. So let's see. Either way, it's going to bring up a big play. Third down and 20. Nope, looks like it's going against the Wildcats.
That's our first penalty.
First penalty.
I'm impressed.
It's only 5 yards, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15. Still like our chances on defense here.
3rd and 5 from the 46.
No, 3rd and 15, young man. The announcer here at the stadium said 3rd and 5, but it is 3rd and 15.
He's got a nice voice, though.
He's got a bad view. He's up higher than we are. Hicks in the shotgun. Rolling to his left. Looking to throw the ball. Stops. Lots of pressure by the Wildcats. A wide open receiver.
What?
Oh, no. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown. A receiver somehow got on the other side of the defensive back.
And he's down at the 1. I thought he had a touchdown. They're putting it down
I
at the
did
1.
too. I thought he was in the end zone. Looked like, couldn't tell if that was number 2 or number 5, Sergio Borg or Jackson Myron.
Wow.
He just got wide open. The pass wasn't all that good, but he got in there anyway. 1st and goal, straight ahead Hicks into the end zone.
Yep, and they're calling a touchdown.
Touchdown. We just got to quit the mistakes, Rod. That's what's hurting us. The turnover, broken defense, bad punt. So 13-0 Bulldogs with 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the opening half. Wildcats have looked strong on defense with the exception of 1 or 2 plays. Kick is up, and kick is no good, off to the right again. That's 2 kicks he's missed off to the right. So 13-0 Bulldogs. Rod, the first half has been mistakes by the Wildcats, and the Bulldogs have capitalized.
Well, the Bulldogs have made some mistakes too, but they've also had a few big plays. I mean, I think they've made more mistakes than we have, but we've made in the wrong spots.
Well, and they've capitalized on our mistakes, and we just haven't been able to hold on to the ball on the offensive side. And then the defense has done a real nice job and forced a punt on that last touchdown, but a mistake on the special teams on the punt punt receiving team, and turn the ball back over. So Wildcats can get back in this game. We got 7-11. We need an Oxford Wildcat drive here to close out the half, keep it within 1 score, and win it in the 4th quarter, like Wildcats
nice if
do.
the offense had a little more time with the ball to give defense a little bit of a break, too.
That would not hurt a thing.
That would not hurt.
That would not hurt a thing. But you got to understand that the Bulldogs are not a slouch defensive team, so that is going to be hard for that offense to get things rolling. Looks like number 4 with the carry on the ball. Number 5, that's Sergio Borg. Came over the right side. Sergio looking to have an outstanding season this year, a senior. Looking to be a great wrestling season for him as well.
A lot of these football players do wrestle.
Absolutely. It seems like they go hand in hand, football and wrestling. So let's see what the senior Parker Fleming can do to get this offense fired up. They got a fullback in the backfield now. It looks like Huffnagel in the backfield. Handoff straight ahead to Huffnagel, going nowhere.
Nothing.
Once again, that Bulldog tradition is defense. In the last 5 years, I think they've made it to the playoffs all 5 years, and I think they've made it into the Final Four all 5 of the last 5 years. They are an outstanding program. This is not an easy contest for the Wildcats. No tailback. Huffnagel is your sole back. Handoff going over the left side. Number 3. Number 3's got a corner. Breaks 1 tackle. That's number 3, Devon Hudson. Hudson with a big play, and the Wildcats' first down of the half. Nice job blocking on that left side of the offensive line. Sealed the corner, and Hudson got around the corner. Nice job by Devon.
Well, if you remember last year, Devon had some beautiful plays, just some crowd-pleasing plays, and I'll tell you.
Devon's a home run hitter. There's no question about that.
Nice young man, too. I talked to him last year.
First down for the Wildcats at midfield. Pitch going over here to the left side. A little bit of running room. Again, it's Hudson. Hudson looks like he gets 4 yards on the play. So the Wildcats made a little adjustment. They put Hudson in the backfield instead of number 8, Drew Carpenter, keeping the Bulldogs off balance. 6:06 to go here in the opening half. Look at that beautiful block, Look at the Wildcats uniforms up against it. Looks like mini Wolverines.
I know.
Second down and 6. Handoff to the second back through, which again is number 3, Devon Hudson.
Number 3.
Hudson gets about 2 more yards, so he's going to bring up a third down and 4. I think with the time left on the clock and the situation in the game, where they're at on the field, the Wildcats are in 4-down territory, so they got 2 plays to get 4 yards. Fleming looks over the defense. Once again, Huffnagel in the backfield alone. Hand off to Hudson going to the left side. He makes a nice move. Great job by Hudson. That play wasn't going anywhere. He made a move, and he got the first down. Devon Hudson, spelled D-E-V-O-N. Somebody might say Devon, but it is Devon. Called him Devon a couple times last year, and his mom got on our tail.
Did she? Sorry, Mrs. Hudson.
All right, first down for the Wildcats. This is their best offensive production so far today. Inside 5 minutes, Wildcats with the ball on the 40-yard line. Parker. Back to throw the ball. Getting pressured. Throws the ball. He's open. Wide receiver. Oh! That was an outstanding throw under pressure. It was going to be a great catch. But Carpenter almost made the catch. But great job by Parker Fleming. He was under a lot of duress, but threw that ball only where Carpenter could catch it. What nice confidence shown by the Wildcat offensive coaches.
To throw on first down.
Throw on first down. You know, you got to do that. You got to keep these Bulldogs thinking about that pass.
It gives your backs a better shot. Yeah, you're setting up to play the next play.
Absolutely. In motion, pitch.
Uh-oh.
Carpenter, nothing there. Carpenter brought down for a 5-yard loss. That was an outstanding effort by the number 49 for the Bulldogs. He beat the man that was trying to block him. That's Cole Karowicz. Did a nice job on that play. So Wildcats need a big play here. 3rd down and 15. Rolling to his right. Throwing the ball. Intercepted for a touchdown. Looks like a pick 6. Nope. Good. And there's a penalty flag, so he won't get in the end zone. Carpenter makes the stop. But the flag was after the interception, so the Bulldogs will hang on to the ball. Ill-advised throw there by the looks of it. Yeah, they're holding on the return by the Bulldogs to back them up a little bit, but they stop the Wildcats and take possession of the ball near midfield. Boy, Rod, the mistakes.
I know.
Good thing Coach Rowley's not here. He'd be...
Yeah, I know. He would be. Oh, he'd be kicking away, I'll tell you.
Well, I got a lot of confidence in these coaches, and I'm sure at halftime they'll make some changes. The thing we got to do now is, for the next 3 minutes and 48 seconds, keep the Bulldogs out of the end zone so that it's a 2-possession game. Bulldogs in the shotgun. Number 10 went, stopped in the backfield. Once again, this defense doing the job. That looked like number 80, Shane Brown.
He's stopping number 80, Shane Brown.
Good job by Brown. So that brings up a second down and 11, a loss of 1 on the play. Brown on that interior line made a lot of big plays last year as well. In the shotgun, went back to throw, getting pressured, hit, broken tackle, number 17, a lot of field, open field.
Oh, no.
Vaquero after him, Vaquero on the stop. Inside the 20-yard line.
17, Nathan Grossi. He stopped.
Once he got by that initial Wildcat, it was a good job by Vaquero just to run him down. First down, ball spotted on the 20-yard line. 3 minutes to go here in the opening half. The Bulldogs dominating the offensive scoreboard. That was a well-executed play. Went in the shotgun again. Low snap, and he makes the catch. Throws the ball short. That almost looked like a fumble.
Good job, number 44 out there. Who's 44?
44 is Huffnagel.
To number 12, Eric Freeman.
Boy, he almost looked like he fumbled that ball. Clock stopped with 2:40 to go here in the opening half. Opening game at the Big House for the Wildcats. The two host teams for this event for the 3 days are Clarkston and Lapeer. And they use this as a fundraiser. So good luck with that.
It's got to be rent's got
to be heavy.
Yeah.
A lot of blocking at the point of attack and a nice move right there by.
Oh boy.
Inside the 5, first and goal again.
Jared Jackson.
Number 9 on the carry.
He's stopped by number 49, Gideon Sparks.
Sparks made the stop, but not before he get a first and goal at the 4-yard line. Clock's running inside, 2:30 to go. The defense has got to be tired.
They have to be.
24 minutes and a half, and I think they've been on there for 20 minutes. Off to the right side, number 17
There's
cuts it inside. Nice job by the Wildcats to hit him, but it looked like he bulldogged his way into the end zone.
Oh, boy.
Boy, 17, Nathan Gorosky just wanted it more than the Wildcats wanted to stop him. He sure bulldogged his way through 2 or 3 Wildcats.
How about 2 minutes left here in the first half, and
the Wildcats got to do something on offense. I mean, the defense, you give up 21 points, but really, it looks worse than it really is. Because I think the defense actually has played a reasonably good first half, but man,
especially
you just can't turn.
drive.
Yeah, you can't turn over the ball and give Romeo, a state powerhouse football team, a short field.
Yeah.
And extra possessions. You got to control the ball. So what's happening around Oxford? My God, OCTV's everywhere. The Lone Ranger Parade and the Lone Ranger Festival.
Yes, Seymour Lake Park celebration. We're kicking off our fall sports right now, and we did a soccer game, but this is the big one right here. Football at the Big House. We're going to have girls volleyball, boys soccer, all kinds of sports. We probably do about 100, 150 games a year.
Yeah, that's, what an outstanding program Bill Service and his crew do with this sports programming for Oxford Community TV. I wish more people knew about it, and more people, maybe we'd get a raise. More people watched.
Well, they do. The kids do watch it on YouTube, and we are getting quite a few hits from the kids, and 200, 300, 400 hits on some of these games. So they're showing their buddies.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And that's what boys soccer right now, right?
Yeah, with boys soccer.
Very short kick.
Girls in the spring.
Number 5, smothered.
Yeah, no.
Sergio Borg, no prayer right there. Good job holding on to the ball.
Now you're seeing the Bulldog defense being fired up by the offense here.
Once you get old Mo rolling your way,
a
little momentum, it's like a bowling ball running downhill. It's hard to stop it. And Wildcats need a little bit of help here. We need to make something happen. A big offensive play to slow this thing down a little bit. Parker's been pretty quiet the first half. Hand off to number 3. That's Hudson. Hudson's got a little bit of blocking and a little room on the outside.
First down.
There you go. Hudson's been a little bit of a spark plug. You know, he's done a nice job when he's carried the ball.
He's stopped by number 9, Jerry Kemp.
But that's a 11-yard run right there for a first down. Nice job by Hudson. I think he's got 4 carries for all of our offense.
At halftime, you got to move the band. You got to pull it away.
What a beautiful stadium.
Oh, it is.
My God, the renovations that they've done to keep this place relevant and the suites and everything. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. First and 10 for the Wildcats.
They look the same.
Handoff coming the other way, flag in the play. And, boy, nothing there for Malicki.
Number 10, Matthew Malicki. He's stopped by number 6, Haley Camigo. There's a flag.
Let's see what the flag is. Most of the time, if they don't stop the play, it's on the defense. So it looked like they might have been offsides, but the way he's lined up, he's walking it off to the Wildcats. Illegal procedure.
Yes, Wildcats.
They'll probably decline it. So yeah, they did. They declined it. Take the results of the play. Second down. There's a loss of 4 on the play.
Now, how much would the penalty have taken away?
Well, it would have went to the line of scrimmage and only been 5 yards, but you still get me first down.
Right.
So it would have been 1st and 15 or 2nd and 14. Well, there's Hudson, and now they figured it out. With number 3's in the game, they're going to give it to him, so nothing there.
Devin Hudson. He's stopped by number 20, Marcus Rickerson.
So a loss
25.
on that. It looked like a loss of 2. Timeout by the Wildcats. 1 minute, 13 seconds to go. Well, you certainly don't want to give Romeo the ball again. They've shown the ability to move in big chunks.
Well, yeah, I don't see them throwing right now.
The Wildcats?
Yeah, no. Just for that reason. I think they want to go to the halftime.
Yeah, they want to keep the clock running. There's no,
Yeah.
the clock's going to stop either way on change of possession, but we need a spark plug. So how's the boys soccer team doing? I haven't heard or seen.
They look good. We have Jerry Kremen from the owner of Sullivan's Tavern that does the play-by-play with us. Very knowledgeable at soccer, which makes it really good for me.
Yeah.
He's taught me quite a bit.
Well, an Irishman knowing what about but football? What does he know?
Oh, he knows everything about world football, as they call it. So, yeah, it's great. They're going to be good this year. Volleyball is going to be good. We got a new coach this year.
Yeah, I like everything that I'm seeing and hearing about the volleyball program. He has big aspirations for it.
Yes. Oxford is competitive in just about every sport we're in. We've done really well.
3rd down and a mile. Wildcats. Fleming back to throw. Throws. Pass is knocked down by number 11.
Intended receiver, number 7, Ryan Miller.
But Ryan Miller couldn't make the play.
11, Ronnie Wood.
So the Wildcats, once again, going to bring out their punter. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go. So they did stop the clock on that. So who's back to punt the ball? I can't see that number.
No bad snap. But he gets it off.
Got the kick away. Takes no surprise, it takes a bounce for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs take over with a minute to go on the 45-yard line. The Bulldogs have 2 timeouts The scoreboard says that they have 3, but I remember them calling 1 timeout earlier in the game. So I'm pretty sure they only have 2 timeouts. We'll see if they get that corrected.
First and 10 for Romeo at the 41.
Ball at the 41-yard line for the Bulldogs. They have shown the ability to make big chunks in a hurry.
But they are vulnerable to mistakes, as I
well, and they've got their other quarterback in number 3. That's Brandon Hicks. Hicks has not been as explosive as their other quarterback, Jack Wendt.
Carried by number 17, Nathan Goralski.
Goralski, though, carries the ball over the left side and gets a first down.
By number 18, Dakota Burr. And number 21, Thomas.
50 seconds to go here in the half. Wildcats are looking to stop the Bulldogs before halftime. Back to throw, getting pressured, throws the ball short, intercepted by number 44. That's the Wildcats. That's Huffnagel. Huffnagel over the left side. And the ball to the 40-yard line. That defense stepped up again.
They did. 34 seconds left here in the game, in the half.
Boy, what a spark this would be if the Wildcats could get this ball in the end zone before halftime.
But we have to give our quarterback some time. He's got to have some time.
Well, and we got to get some blocking. The only plays we've had is Devon Hudson running wide. We have had nothing up the middle, like a true Oxford team does. We haven't had that good inside pop yet. So it looks like there might be a penalty on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct, sideline infraction, I believe. Just a sideline warning. So, Wildcats, defense. Once again, it might look like they haven't done a good job on defense, but I really think they have.
I am impressed. This season is going to be a defensive season. I can tell that so far. We got to get this offense going, though, JR.
First down, ball on the 40-yard line for the Wildcats. Parker Fleming. Rolling through, got pressure, look out, Parker. Does a great job holding on to the ball. Wildcats are just going to let the clock run out now. Ball on the 50-yard line. Got a timeout for the Wildcats.
The pressure that the Bulldogs are putting on, they're so fast.
Well, they are, but that's a missed block back there. I couldn't see the number, but the guy came around the right end and just chased down Parker Fleming. What an outstanding opportunity for the Wildcats to play here in the Big House against Romeo, get the season started against an outstanding opponent and in an exciting fashion. So can't wait to see what the season unfolds. I mean, they got great contests. I think we got Lake Orion at home this year. I think Clarkston, I'm not sure if Clarkston's on the road or at home, but the bottom line is what a schedule for these Wildcats. But that's the way it is now when you're in that white division, right?
Yeah,
all good teams. The good news and bad news about being in the white division, you'll play all good teams, but people think you're a good team. That's why you're there. So second down and 20 for the Wildcats at midfield. Fleming back, again being pressured, throws the ball. Did a smart job throwing the ball over the receiver's head and throwing it out of bounds. Stops the clock with 19 seconds to go. But that shows that senior leadership by Parker Fleming. Smart play right there. Hey, I give the coaching staff kudos. They're gambling a little bit. And
they are.
They could easily just take a knee and let the clock run out and try to regroup, but they're still going after it. Third down and 18. 19 seconds to go. Good blocking. Parker's got room, running hard. Parker Fleming runs out of bounds just outside the 30. It's going to be real close for the first down. Boy, if they would have had sticks on this side where he could have seen, he only needed 2 more yards for the first down.
Yeah, he might have been able to.
He might have put his shoulder down and stayed in bounds. But that's a great run. That's a 16-yard gain for Parker Fleming.
12 seconds left here in the half.
4th down and 2. Hey, we're going to kick a
really
35, 38. Wow. Ooh, this was a doozy.
Why not?
48-yard field goal.
Wouldn't that
Timeout.
be something? Oh, now.
Timeout, Romeo.
Well, I've seen Malicki kick the ball. You've seen some of his kickoffs. How many times last year did he kick it through the end zone?
Yeah.
And he was a bit younger then, so he's a little bigger and stronger. He's a senior. So ball's going to be spotted at the 38.
Not much of a breeze going on. Just the one goal post. The flag just fluttering a little bit.
But nice defensive stand there by the Wildcats to make the interception. Marcus Huffnagel on the interception to stop the Bulldogs. Wildcats coaching staff are going to make some changes and adjustments, and let's see what happens in the second half. So I'm sure we're going to be filming the band here at the Big House at halftime, so stick around and watch that.
Got a couple cameras down on the field as well as the one up high here.
Boy, that's going to look great
be
down
nice.
there. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, let's see what this field goal looks like. Now, they got a guy back, so you got to be ready. If that comes up short, he can advance the ball. Snap is good. The kick is good. It's a low-line drive, and it's through the uprights. That's huge. 48-yard field goal.
My goodness.
What a beauty.
How about
the Wildcats.
Wow.
Matthew Malicki, 48 yards, and it was really never in doubt as long as it stayed high enough.
Wow.
Certainly had the leg. What a beautiful kick by the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Hey, we got more field goals than they got.
That's right.
So the Wildcats, that'll inspire them for the second half, absolutely.
That kid will remember that field goal the rest of his life.
Hey.
When he hit a 48-yarder at Michigan.
At Michigan, but who's to say he doesn't come kick? Maybe is Harbaugh here anywhere? Did he see that? Did he see that? This kid's a senior, Mr. Harbaugh. He's a senior.
You gotta love it.
I remember when they couldn't kick a 48-yard field goal a few years back.
Yes, I do too. Or they had to get a guy with half a foot to do it. Remember the
Oh yeah, that was
Or a soccer player. Not anymore though.
So here's Malicki again to kick it off. Look at that. That's a nice boomer into the end zone. All right.
Yes. You could actually hear that ball.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
I heard it.
I heard the boom. It was a sonic boom.
So, Rod, I'm kind of excited. I want to see what happens in the second half. The Wildcats have the chance to make some adjustments and get back in this ball game. Now, I just saw Malicki give that ball to one of the ball boys. I bet he's taking that ball out of play and going to take it home with him. And I would have the little artwork done on it and put the date on there. 48-yard field goal at Michigan Stadium.
In a glass box and
Yes,
save
sir.
it and show your son or your daughter when you get older.
Big number 72 coming in late. And they take a knee. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the band. We're at halftime. Wildcats trail the Romeo Bulldogs 20-3.
At the end of the first half, Romeo Bulldogs lead the Oxford Wildcats 20-3.
Let's go! Hey, Evan!
All right, we're here with, I believe this is the student section, am I right?
Yes.
Now we're going to get, I see some kids up there. We got to get them all down here, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Are we going to get a lot of cheering?
Yeah.
You playing basketball this summer?
Yes.
Yeah, you better be. This is our man in basketball. So what's going on? How many guys you come down in the car?
We had eight.
Yeah, eight students come down?
Oh, yeah.
How come I knew that? Okay, we're with more Oxford guys. They're in uniform. How come? Why is that?
To support the varsity team.
No, but who was behind me?
Oh, the JV football team.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
so,
thought.
yeah.
So anyways, how's JV going to look this year?
Pretty good if we keep getting better as a team. The first game didn't go how we wanted, but if we keep improving, we'll be able to do well throughout the season.
It's going to be a good game, huh? Hopefully we'll get over here sometime before you're a senior, right?
Yeah.
Or you're a sophomore now.
Yep.
There we go. All right, guys, we're going to cheer the team on good?
Good, yeah.
All right, there we go. The JV team here supporting the varsity. Okay, we're all sitting in sections. We got the freshman team. Who are you?
Isaac Tabor.
Yeah, you wish you were in this game, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, just born a little late, huh? Well, your brother's playing?
Yeah.
Is he excited?
Yeah.
Did he sleep last night?
He's nervous, but yeah, I think he slept pretty good. No.
Well, there we go with JV teams here and the freshman team. All right, guys. And they're here to support the boys. Okay, as you can see, we are segregated here. We got teams together, and now this is the parent section I'm taking.
Absolutely.
It's a big game, isn't it?
It's a big game. Big game.
Now, who's your kid?
Ryan Miller, number 7.
Oh, we know Ryan Miller very well. Yeah, good football player. Anyways, it's a big game, big opportunity. Did you ever imagine that we would be in the big house?
No, I didn't. It's a great opportunity to play in front of your fans in one of the biggest venues in the state. So it's great, especially as a senior,
One of the nicest in the country for that matter. Well, there you go, the parent section here. So everybody's here, the whole community of Oxford, as well as Romeo. It's a great time.
Let's hear it for the Romeo High School Varsity Dance Team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2017 Oxford Wildcat Marching Band. This afternoon, the Wildcat Band, under the leadership of drum majors Caitlin Ewald, Nadia Burgess, and Hayden Frankie, as well as color guard captains Emily Penzi, Ariana Hasenthal, and Anastasia Singland, are proud to present the opening of our halftime show featuring the music of the blockbuster musical Les Miserables. Band, the field is yours for a halftime performance. Feature the Oxford dance team led by Callie Mulholland, Maddie Thomas, and Lexi Jollis with performance of the smash hit, Shut Up and Dance. VW 2017 Oxford Wildcat Marching Band
I used to think news is news. It's all the same. But it's not. There's a big difference between local broadcast news and cable news. See, local stations are part of my community, connecting me to local news, weather, and sports on every device. It makes sense. Get the news from the people I trust who actually live here. No agenda, no bias like on cable shout shows or social media, just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local stations. Text TV to 52886 today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get ready for the second half of the football game. Wildcats will receive the ball first. Ball's kicked out of bounds, so the Wildcats will get good field position to start this second half. Wildcat defense played a relatively sound first half. A couple mistakes by special teams gave Romeo a short field, and Romeo did a good job cashing in, but the 20 points is not indicative of how well the defense played in the first half. Wildcat offense, on the other hand, made some mistakes, couldn't get things rolling. Devon Hudson had a big first half, but other than that, there wasn't much to speak about. So let's see if the Wildcats can get rolling here this time. Off the right side, looks like Carpenter. Gain of about 3, and that's been about the size of the running attack so far. Off to the right side, 2-3 yards.
Well, you say there's nothing much to talk about except for the 48-yard field goal.
No, that was incredible. Absolutely incredible. A 48-yard field goal kicked by number 10, Matthew Malicki. So that's a great weapon to have in your back pocket. Parker Fleming under center. Carpenter, Fleming rolls out, hits Carpenter with the pass, first down. Nope, that's not Carpenter. That's number 44, Huffnagel. Huffnagel with a big interception in the first half as well. Catches the first pass of the year for the Wildcats. First completed pass. That's a first down for the Wildcats. Wildcats did have one nice offensive possession sparked by Devon Hudson. They had 2 or 3 first down, but it slowed down. 1st and 10. Hand off to Carpenter. Carpenter cuts it up. Carpenter's got room. Nice tackle. But Carpenter with his best run of the day for 10 yards. Carpenter with a first down. Nice cut by Carpenter right there in the hole. That's the Oxford running attack right there. Inside the tackle. Look for daylight. Cut it up. Oxford with 2 first downs here so far in the second half. Just under 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wildcats trail 20-3. Carpenter again, right side, another big hole. Carpenter running hard.
Gain of about 6.
Gain of about 8.
About 8.
Carpenter, I think they had a little chat with him about running hard. He ran real hard the last couple runs. 8-yard run there right after his 10-yard run before that.
Second down and 3 from the 35.
They mark it. 2nd down and 3. This is the deepest penetration the Wildcats have had so far today. Parker Fleming straight ahead, holds onto the ball, follows Huffnagel into the line, and he looks like he's going to get the first down. Going to be real close.
He's stopped by.
Looks like about a half yard short. What an outstanding opportunity for these Oxford Wildcats to be here at the Big House for their opening game against the Romeo Bulldogs. Thank you to the Clarkston and Lapeer teams for inviting us and making us a big part of this. Fleming over the left side, easy for the first down, but there's a flag on the play. False start by the Wildcats. Wow.
Oh, man.
And the hits just keep coming. That was a easy first down, and somebody moved early.
That'll make it 3rd and 6.
Yeah, 3rd and about 5.5. No question about that. Rod, we need this first down.
In a
Two
big
down,
way.
two down territory. Parker Fleming under center. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. He's got blocking. He's going for all of it.
No.
Great defense right there. That was
Intended receiver number 10, Matthew Miller.
yeah, Malicki was the intended receiver, and the Bulldog just had him covered like a blanket, so we had to throw it away. The Wildcats look like they're going to go for it here.
Let's try another field goal. What a... I'm going to be talking about that field goal all year.
Well, here's what, the Bulldogs have been prone for some penalties. So if Parker can maybe pull them off sides and make this a much shorter attempt, let's see what happens here. Parker rolling.
No.
Intercepted. Nope, and a fumble. Boy, oh boy.
Oh.
Marcus Huffnagel, he had the ball, just juggled it, and nearly got picked off by the Romeo Bulldogs. But that was the play that earlier got a first down. So the Wildcats will go back on defense. Defense, again, played a pretty solid first half. A couple of plays. We got a broken coverage on a touchdown. But other than that, they had a nice goal line stand, and they forced a punt. Then the punt team made a mistake. But they really did do a fairly decent job in the first half. Went inside handoff. Nice job. Oh, broken tackle. Another broken tackle. Wow, nice run there by the Romeo Bulldog.
Wow.
Sometimes the other guy just does a better job than you, and that time the Bulldog won the battle. Number Wildcats had their chance to stop that play early and just got bowled over.
Man, that was a big gain. What'd you get, 15 on that?
Well, they took the ball. I think it was the 40, so he got, I think, 11.
11.
Got to get low on those big, strong running backs. 1st and 10, ball spotted on the 49-yard line of the Wildcats. Handoff coming over the left side. Nice job by the Wildcats, snuffing it up. A good play by number 17. Reversing field. Nice work right there by the Wildcats. I think that's Vaquero. Nope. That was 21, Tommy Day. Boy, that was good job by Day to stay in his lane, to stay on his side of the field. So easily could he have tried to come to the other side and make a play, but he stayed where he was supposed to. That could have been a dangerous, dangerous play. Number 17, boy, he showed some footwork there. I'll never understand why they put these in alphabetical order if you don't know them. Pass play completed. Number 19 this time. Breaks a couple tackles. Gets the ball inside the 35-yard line. Smith on the reception. Sergio Borg made the stop, but the Wildcat defense is getting chewed up here. First and 10, ball spotted on the 34-yard line. Bulldogs with Went at quarterback. Moving the ball nicely. Rolling to his right. He's getting, nice job coming back for the block and a wide open receiver for a touchdown. Broken coverage, to be sure. Somebody was not where they were supposed to be, and that was an easy pitch and catch. Touchdown.
And he was wide open.
So, yeah, he was wide open. There's no question about that. So, Bill?
That's after the extra point. We'll wait and talk to you in just a second.
All right, very good.
You lucky guy.
That's the voice of Bill Service, the big chief.
Yeah, the mucky mucky.
The big muckety-muck at Oxford Community TV. And I hear he's a local expert at a fish fry.
That's right.
So the Wildcats now trail 27-3. Bill, this one's starting to get a little out of control.
I know. Well, that's a good news for Oxford Community Television once again for the third year in a row as a program and an award called Still Called. We'll five states, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Michigan. Third year in a row with another award.
Outstanding.
It's a program called My Life. John Ojan, he hosts and he produced it, and Rush Courier is a photographer, and he edited it for us. We're very proud of our crew. Once again, there's up 100 public service stations around those 5 states, and we won again. I'm very proud of the crew.
That's outstanding, and that's great leadership on your part. Thanks, Bill. And, everything that you guys do for the community with these sporting events, it seems like a little thing, but, God, kids get a great thrill out of seeing themselves on TV. Thank you very much.
Our pleasure. There you go, Rod. You're back to buddy.
All right, Wildcats.
That was the big guy.
That's the big cheese. He wanted the headphones, and he got them.
He does.
So the Wildcats need to make something happen here. Big return. Now, this guy's not shown much of a foot on kickoff, and once again, it's short but high. That's Malicki, I believe, with number 10. Gets the right side, gets a little running room. Tackled out of bounds to the 40. Not bad field position.
Not bad at all.
Now, here's always the question, and you can never tell until the next game or two. Is this a great defense by Romeo, or is the offense just struggling to make things happen?
Right.
So we won't know that for a couple of games, but the bottom line is I like this offense. I like some of the players. I like Parker Fleming. Does an outstanding job. We got some great tailbacks.
We just got to make it happen. Carpenter in motion, straight ahead running.
How about that?
There,
Little extra,
that's some
little
good
extra. I like
Oxford
that.
football running right there. That was number 44. Huffnagel again. Huffnagel's had a pretty solid day.
Yes, he has. He's been working hard.
Interception. Now, I noticed that Romeo stayed away from Benny Noose. He made some tackles early, and they haven't went his way
No, I
since
wouldn't either.
then.
Yeah, he was really strong in that first quarter.
Oxford running to the left, cut upfield. That looked like it might have been a
It looked
face
like
mask.
A face mask, yep.
No call on the play, so he must have been okay. No gain on the play either. Wildcats just can't seem to get this offense rolling. Hey, let's give a shout out to Mr. Keenis. I believe it's Chris Keenis went to Berkeley to be their football head coach and got a win last night.
Yeah?
Yes, he did. Good job for Mr. Keenis and the Oxford alumni.
Oh.
Parker Fleming back to throw. Ball's knocked away.
That was good.
Right
coverage.
in the hands of number 84 running, but the Bulldogs knocked it out of his hands. Wildcats are going to be forced to punt here. Once again, they just can't get this offense going.
That pass was right on the numbers. That was really good coverage.
That was good coverage and was well-executed play by the offense. Just punting couldn't hang on to it because of the defensive play. Snap is good. Nice job by Malicki to get the kickoff. Takes a Bulldog bounce, no question about that.
Ball is down by number 5, Sergio Borg.
Sergio Borg getting his name called again. He's been all over the field. So the Wildcats defense is being asked to step up again. See, it was Chris Keenis that got a win. The Bears of Berkeley.
I remember them guys. The Bears.
The Bears. The Berkeley Bears. Wow, number 34.
Oh, he's still going too.
Yep. Off that left side. Now you see some broken tackles and you see the defense getting a little bit tired. Tommy Day made the stop, saved the touchdown, but, well, that was a 15, 16-yard run, and it just looked like we have a tired defense. So if the Bulldog, it's number 3 as a quarterback now. They've been going back and forth with their two quarterbacks, running straight ahead. Good defense by the interior of that defensive line.
He's stopped by number 54, Samuel Barrett.
And there's Barrett again.
Number 29, Jerome Roberson.
Yeah.
And number 52, Austin Schlick.
Schlick getting his name called for a third, fourth time today. It's going to bring up a 2nd down 9. Ball spotted on the 44-yard line. Third quarter coming up on 5 minutes to play. The Wildcats trail 27-3. Coming around the right side. Wildcats stretch it out. Nice job. Good pursuit by the Wildcats. Number 52 for the Cats. That's Austin Schlick again. He did a nice job trailing that play and running down the running back. I think Romeo's going to keep it on the ground and keep that clock working. Put the game in the hands of their defense. Third and 6. Low snap. Good pressure by the Wildcats. Got him in the backfield. This defense is not quit now. That's Gideon Sparks. Nice job by Sparks. Wildcats fired up now. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 12. Ball spotted at the 48-yard line of the Wildcats. I'm assuming they're going to get back there to kick. Number 25 is going back to kick the ball. Nice job by the defense. Well, I thought they were tired out, had their heads down a little bit. They sure sparked themselves right there, Rod.
Well, they did. They did. Now if we can string it together.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Just a morale boost of scoring a touchdown would be outstanding. Whistle on the play. Looks like a
it's going to go against
delay.
the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's a delay of game. They've had 3 or 4 of those today. I guess they can't tell time in Romeo. Boy, we have an exciting football game right after this. You're gonna 2 powerhouse football teams, Lapeer Lightning and the Clarkston Wolves. Snap is high. Nice job by the kicker to get it down. Short, high punt, and there's no Wildcats near it this time. Good deal. But the ball rolls inside the 10. Good job by the punter there. Now, Rod, ever since that Lapeer team went from east and west and combined their schools,
They have been
their
a powerhouse.
sports programs have been very good, especially the football team. I don't think they've lost a regular season game since it's happened.
Really?
I think each year they go undefeated during the regular season, and I think they've lost in the playoffs the last, I think it's been 3 years now.
Well, they're up there in the Flint Metro. So
they're playing in the Saginaw Valley or some goofy conference. Maybe the football's in the Flint Metro. Hard running over the right side. I'm assuming that's number 3, Hudson.
Number 3, Devin Hudson.
The way he was running hard, it looked like Hudson. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8, ball on the 12-yard line. I haven't had much of an opportunity to go crazy and yell.
No, you haven't.
We got to get something.
I know, we do.
I'm going to have a voice when we're done. I don't want to have a voice when we're done.
You're not used to that, are you?
I'm not used to that on the opening game. And my wife is not going to like that at all. Fleming, Hudson, tackled. Seems like that's 2-yard gain. I'm not sure it adds up. 2 yards, 2 yards, 2 yards is only 6. We need to get to 10. Well, in talking to a number of the kids that I know and a number of the parents and some of the coaches, Trent Muir is an outstanding back. And it really did hurt him when he went down. He's a junior, so he'll be back next year. But unfortunately, that is a big blow when you lose a good back like that.
Oh, boy.
Nothing there.
No.
Good pressure being put on by the Bulldogs, forcing Parker Fleming to just get that ball out of there. Broke up the timing and... But once again, look at that crowd. I mean, that is just amazing. And look at all the red.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Give credit to Romeo.
They all came out in red.
They all came out in red. And, the boosters for both programs got together, and they're selling an outstanding commemorative shirt. Battle at the Big House. If you haven't got one, there's only a few left. When you're at the football stadium, come watch a game and get you one. Not that it's a game we're going to want to remember, mind you.
They're still always going to remember that they played in the Big House.
Well, the experience is what we're here for, right?
Yep.
I will always remember the Bo Schembechler used to say, you make your most improvement from game 1 to game 2. And the Wildcat offense definitely has some room to improve. So 1:30 to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats trail 27-3. Romeo with the ball. Back to throw and getting pressured, but nice job stepping out of it. Nice job stepping out of the pressure there by number 10. You know, and watching them go back and forth between the two quarterbacks, Jack Went sure seems to be the better quarterback. And he's a junior, so he'll be back next year. But he sure has done a nice job in that backfield. Wildcats had a chance to make the tackle and just couldn't get it done. 2nd down and 1. $1:24 to go here in the third quarter. Hand off to number 27. He's got a corner. It gets around number 21.
He's got him.
Did he stay in bounds? Nope, he did not stay in bounds. He's out of bounds at the 5-yard line. He got around that corner. Number 21 had the corner sealed. He got around him, Tommy Day. That's going to be a 1st and goal again for the Bulldogs. Wow, did the band put on an exquisite show at halftime. Nice job for them. And once again, you know, you think about what's going on here at this football, and you think football. But look who else got a chance to do some exciting things today. Let's watch this play. Went, handoff. Wildcats got it stuffed out. Nice job by the defense on the interior line right there. But the cheerleaders get to get out and cheer at Michigan Stadium. The dance team got to get out and dance on the field at Michigan Stadium. The band. So, you know, we're here for football, but all these other people got a chance to experience something that's wonderful.
What's good about the band, too, is that they have formations and they can get way up high in the stands and actually see their formation. We have to have a drone at band camp to see it. So that's kind of nice because
this one time at band camp?
Oh. Yeah, well, because they make formations and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
From up high.
Absolutely, and I've seen that drone in action.
Yeah. Can't have them during a game, though.
2nd and 9. Back to throw the balls. Went looking. Good pressure by the Wildcats. Wildcats tackle him for a loss.
Number 52.
I'll tell you what. Give credit to this defense. Number 52 and number 80, Brown and Slick, they have done a nice job. They really have. I mean, you see the 27 points, but it's really not that bad. So the end of the third quarter comes. Wildcats trail 27-3. But again, Rod, I mean, that's a wonderful, wonderful thing for our athletic program. The football team, gets the headline, so to speak, but all these other kids, let's say, another 100, 150 between the band, the cheerleaders, and the dance team, all got a chance to do something exciting.
They did.
And here right next to us, we got the news team from the school. They're here getting a chance to do something cool.
Doing the play-by-play here.
Yeah.
I know when we did the outdoor classic with the hockey team 4 or 5 years ago, I had to think about the game, who won and stuff. I remember the game, though.
Yeah.
You know, so it's great to be here.
So what about that hockey team? Are we going to get it formed again, or is it going to be with Avondale still?
It's going to be with Avondale still. It's tough getting that many players. You know, you got to have some quality players.
Well, sure, there's a lot that goes into it, ice time, and an arena, and the whole bit.
But it works out good because the hockey world's a pretty small world. Those kids in Avondale and Oxford, they're buds now. We've been together for quite a while now. It's a team. And the Avondale people come there, and so do the Oxford students, and it's pretty good.
Well, you know, it's great that they can do a co-op team like that. The same thing with the ski team in Holly. That's outstanding. We keep them going. And, you know, let's not forget, let's give an OCT welcome to our new athletic director.
Oh, yes.
You know, I mean, some things have changed here at Oxford High School. We got a new principal. We got a new athletic director. So, my gosh, there's just some exciting stuff happening at Oxford High School.
You do have to have some change.
We wish Cole Andrews the best of luck. There's an offensive penalty right there.
Great guy. We love Cole. He was a great guy.
Yeah, the Wildcats, you know, I've had the opportunity to sit in a couple meetings with our athletic director, and I'm excited. I think the future is bright for Oxford athletics. So Jordan Ackerman is his name, and it's great. It's great for him, and he comes with a real nice pedigree. I think he's going
from Anchor Bay.
Anchor Bay, even before that, he's been at Rochester College.
Okay.
So he seems like he.
We just met him a couple days ago at the soccer game. Very nice. Come watch the soccer game with us, and said, "Welcome to Oxford." He was happy to hear.
Here's a 42-yard field goal.
Uh-oh.
And he couldn't make a couple extra points, so they were trying to call him off sides. Snap is low, kick is low, but boy, did he get it up in the air. Nice job by that young man.
How about that?
42. We see some great kicks today.
Toe today.
42-yard field goal.
Good for them. I mean, I'm going for Oxford, but I like to see these individual efforts as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
44 and a 48-yard field goal.
But yeah, like I said, I've only had the opportunity to work with Jordan on a couple things and talk to him a couple times, and it's good for him, and welcome aboard him and his family. And we got a new principal at the high school.
Yeah, I haven't met him yet.
I met him briefly. He gave a little talk to the coaches at one of our meetings, and boy, he seems like a real energetic guy, and not that Mr. Dunkley wasn't.
Oh, he was very energetic.
But I'm excited to see changes at the school, and sometimes changes are good, sometimes not so good, but let's see how it goes. 30-3, Wildcats on the short end of this one as we start the fourth quarter, 11:50 to go. The powerhouse Romeo Bulldogs have really had their way with the Wildcats. Kind of an interesting kickoff formation the way they do here. I think it's so they don't get off sides.
What's going on over here?
And it looked like they were offsides, but no call.
Oh. And
nice hit by the Bulldogs on number 10, Malicki. Yeah, it looks like the Wildcats are playing a little bit tentative. I've seen Malicki run harder, and that was just a whale of a hit there by the Bulldogs. And now this place is going to get really packed. Tonight at 7 o'clock is the other football game, so as we start to filter out, that other team's going to start filtering in, and it's going to get busy.
Well, they got the lights warmed up already.
Yeah. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Hand off to Carpenter. Carpenter holds onto his footing, gets a little opening. Nice job by the Bulldogs to close the door, but there's a 12-yard run for Mr. Carpenter. And you know what? The coaches are excited about this young man. I mean, he's only a sophomore, and he's starting in his first varsity football game. So, I'm sure his nerves are way up there.
Definitely.
He has looked better in the second half than the first.
I didn't know he's a sophomore, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. At least they said he got a 10 next to his name. I'm assuming that means he's a sophomore.
Yep.
Parker looks over the defense. Inside handoff coming to the right side. That's Sergio Borg on the carry. Sergio running real hard. Breaks a couple tackles for a 6-yard gain. Nice job, Sergio Borg. It'll look like a receiver sweep. Nice job by Sergio to get 6 yards. Again, another one of those seniors. When you look at this roster for the Wildcats, unlike a lot of years for the Wildcats, you see tons and tons of 12s. You do not see that this year. See a lot of 11s, a lot of 10s.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing for next year.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can get through this year. Parker Fleming, straight ahead run, inside handoff to number 44. Another one of those 11s, Marcus Huffnagel. Seems like he had an older brother here, Huffnagel. Seems like an Oxford name from the past. was nice doing a little interview with Mr. Curtis, Chris Curtis, earlier today. Another one of those is Oxford alum who's got a young man on the team. Third and 3. Handoff over the right side. Got the first down and more.
Oh, here we
He's
go.
got open field in front of him. That's Carpenter. You can see Carpenter starting to get his confidence up a little bit. Nice cut back there to find some open daylight and get a first down. Biggest run of the day for Carpenter.
How many yards do you think he got there? Because he's
Close to a 20-yard run. First and 10, ball spotted on the 37. Wildcats with a nice drive working. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Offense would sure like to punch one in here. Over to right side, Carpenter brought down by number 25 from Romeo, but he's still got a 3-yard gain. I think Carpenter's starting to get his legs underneath him. The nerves are a little bit gone. He's starting to get his confidence up. We got 4 sophomores on this team. Got an injured Romeo Bulldog. We got 4 sophomores on this team. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only 15 seniors, 16 seniors. Now that's very unnormal for a Oxford program team. But so you got 4 sophomores, 16. That's 20 of the 50 players. So that's like 30 juniors. So
See, that is a big deal because the age of football players makes more of a difference than any other sport in sports. We cover all the sports, and we see kids that are sophomores and sometimes freshmen they're doing great on varsity. You don't see that in football.
Absolutely.
You do not see that. Very, very seldom.
Well, there's no question. With maybe the exception of wrestling, this is the most physical high school sport you're going to see. Parker Fleming rolls to his left, holds onto the ball, got good blocking. Nice catch by Mo. Nice catch by Huffnagel. Boy, and that ball was thrown away from the defense. The defensive player that was following him. Nice 8-yard gain. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. I don't know if it was quite 8 yards, but 3rd down and 2 nonetheless. 4-down territory. The Wildcats will definitely go for it here if they don't make it. Carpenter stacked up right at the first down marker. Boy, this is going to depend on the spot. Hey, guys, look at the scoreboard. Give us a break, huh? We get no respect.
We're missing a digit.
Yeah, we'll get no respect, eh?
Yeah.
But it is, oh, no, it's quite short of the first down marker. It's 2 yards short. That was the down marker. So here are the Wildcats, 4th down and 2. See what the Wildcats call here. Quick snap, handoff left side, first down Wildcats.
Yes, there you go.
Nice job, nice quick play. The last time they did a quick play, they had a procedure, so they made the adjustment. Eight minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball spotted on the 27-yard line. Oh, they're bringing out the chains. Kind of an iffy mark there, but I think he's okay. Give these kids a little bit of a breather.
Let's see.
Yeah. From my eagle eye view from here, he made it by 2 inches.
Yep, you're right.
2 inches.
Well, that's 2 first downs this fourth quarter here.
Yeah, they have a nice drive working here.
Yeah, the offense is their first drive in this quarter was good. It just.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 27-yard line. Wildcats moving with 7 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Roll out. Oh, wide open receiver. Nice grab. And he's got lots of room.
Go,
hold on to that ball, young man.
There we go. How about that?
That looked like Evan Bruning. Nice grab by Evan Bruning. And what a well-designed play.
Very nice.
Faked it inside, roll out naked, and wide open was number 84, Evan Bruning. Another one of those sophomores or juniors we're talking about, and he gets in for the first touchdown of the year for Oxford.
How about that? About a 26, 27-yard gain.
Absolutely. The ball was spotted on the 26-yard line, so that's a 26-yard touchdown play. Very nice job.
That looks much nicer.
Yeah.
Now if we can just get that another digit on there.
Snap is good. The kick is hold is good, and the kick is good. So nice job, and that was number 4, Joe Miller on the kick, sophomore. So we're training the next kicker for us. So the Wildcats, with their best drive of the afternoon, score a touchdown, trail the Romeo Bulldogs 30-10.
Well, they had a 12-yard gain, a 6-yard gain, 3-yard. They just kept whittling away at them. A 20-yard, 3-yard, no penalties.
No penalties, and you know what? Like I said, the young man, number 8, Drew Carpenter, a sophomore, starting. You know what kind of pressure is there on a sophomore starting your first varsity game? And oh, by the way, did I mention it's at the Big House? I'm sorry, but that's tough stuff. And let's give it up to Coach Brown. With Coach Rowley not here today, his first head coaching job on the football field. Now he stepped in and did an outstanding job for varsity basketball a year or two ago, but his first varsity football game as a head coach is at the Big House.
Yeah.
How exciting for him.
I love that guy. Coach Brown.
Well, the Wildcats look like they may be lining up for an onside kick here. And why not? Let's give it a shot, right? 7:40 to go. And it is an onside kick, and they get a good bounce! Wildcats! No good. Boy, but that was a great kick.
Good idea. Yeah. You got to go.
The quarterback made the recovery, but boy, just a little bit of help there. The Wildcats could have got it. So 30-10, Wildcats trail. 7:40 to go. The Bulldogs take possession. Ball spotted on the 41-yard line. Look for them to keep the ball on the ground so they keep the clock rolling. Wildcats need to cause a turnover to running over the left side. Wildcats string it out, but nice running by number 9. He stretched it out. Got a good gainer out of it. Zapsky.
We yell fire, you yell up, yell fire! Up, fire! Up, fire! Up, fire up! Oxford fans, let's fire it up! We yell fire, you yell up, yell fire! Up, fire! Up, fire! Up, fire up! Oxford fans, let's fire it up!
Hicks brings up the Bulldogs.
You yell up, yell fire! Up, fire! Up, fire!
Inside handoff, number 34. There's the fumble that we were looking for. Wildcats say they got the ball, and they do. There's the turnover the Wildcats were looking for. Let's win the second half, right? Let's just win the second half and have great momentum. There's Huffnagel again on the recovery. Great job by the number 44 for the Wildcats. His name has been mentioned numerous times today. So let's see if the Wildcats can continue with the offensive execution that they showed the last drive.
Well, if they just whittle away like last time, no mistakes, no penalties, guys. Lots of time. Here we go. The reception.
Nice catch.
84. He's still going.
And get out of bounds. Start that clock. Nice job by the Wildcats. There's a flag on the play.
Uh-oh. No.
So let's see see who it's on. We got the Referees conferring.
No, it's
Illegal receiver downfield. That's going to hurt. So, the Wildcats today got Romeo. Then they, interesting schedule to start the season. They're at Troy Athens, and then they're at Rochester Adams. So they don't get their first home game until the 15th of September, and that's against Southfield, which just played a double overtime game against Davison and lost. So they sound like they're a powerhouse. Then we go right to Clarkston at home, and then we go West Bloomfield at home before we travel to Lake Orion. I take that back. The Lake Orion game's at Oxford. The West Bloomfield game's in West Bloomfield. Carpenter on the carry again, trying to make up for that penalty. So second down, 13.
It's the thing is that you scratch and you crawl for a yard or two, and then you make a mistake and you lose 10.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why mistakes are so important not to make.
Well, that nullified a great play. So there's Carpenter over the left side, gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the 50-yard line. Going to bring up a third down and 10. The Wildcats just don't have that burner on the end to get on the other side of the defense to throw it out there. Well, I'm thinking they're going to do the rollout play with number 44, Huffnagel here. Let's see what happens. Fleming rolls out, got the receiver open for the first down. That's number 10. That's Matthew Malicki. Nice job knowing where the first down marker was, and Malicki got over the 40-yard line. Good work by the offense there.
And number 16, Tyler Sinkowitz.
Something for these guys to hang their heads up about. They're playing strong here in the late second half, which is indicative of Oxford football.
That was a nice pass, I'll tell you. The past few passes, he's
I'm going to tell you
a little
something.
more time, though.
Parker Fleming, we've seen him since he was a sophomore, and he can throw the football. And let's be honest about that. The kid can throw the football. So if he's given a chance to fling her downfield, I think he can throw it 40, 50 yards. We got an injured Romeo player here. So once again, we want to thank Bill Service and the staff of Oxford Community TV for bringing us this ball game. And I thank them for the opportunity to broadcast it.
Well, we thank you for coming. You do a great job.
Well, it's a lot of fun. And I want to shout out to Ashley. She's down there on the field. Now, at halftime, ladies and gentlemen, the poor girl came up here. She was exhausted. It's kind of a cool day up here where we are, but down in that field, it's very hot.
Yeah.
She looked white as a piece of paper, and she is gutting it out down there. So shout out to her for her effort today. She's doing a great job. And that other guy with the camera, whatever his name is, he's probably doing all right too.
Dan loves it. He loves to get down there and get close-up shots, and he's a great editor, great film.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball spotted inside the 40. Fake handoff. Parker Fleming rolling to his left. Got room to run if he wanted to run it.
Pass.
Boy, that was just a great job by the defensive player. Sergio Borg really was covered on the play. He tried to squeeze it in, but man, he had 10 yards to run that ball. When he looks at the film and sees that play, he's going to know he should have tucked it and ran. So we've had some outstanding performances today. Really, Huffnagel stood out the most, I think. He's done an outstanding job. Second and 10. Off the right side, Carpenter. Stacked up. Carpenter's certainly done a better job here in the second half, as all the offense has. Coach Rowley will be back for next week's football game.
And who do we have?
If I remember correctly, we traveled to Troy, Athens.
Okay. Another team in red.
30-10. Wildcats trail with 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Hudson off the left side.
Comes Devon.
Tries to turn it upfield. Nothing there. The Bulldogs come away with the football, but they're calling that he was down. Wildcats, 4th and 8. At this point, nothing, no harm in going for it. Boy, just what an outstanding atmosphere it has been. You know what? The game really competitive here in the second half, but just an outstanding feel in the air. Oh, he's rolling out. He's got an open receiver. He's got it. Put your head down, get the first down, and he does. Oh, nice job there, number 84, Evan Bruning. Now there's a flag on the play, and I'm going to guess that's face masking, the way they were piling on him. So let's see what the call is. But he certainly has more than enough for the first down. It is a face mask. Now, if that's a personal foul, they'll tack on 15. If it's just a inadvertent, they'll just tack on 5. So let's see what they call here. Nice job by the offense there. Good play call by the coaches.
I got about a gain of 8 or 9, wasn't it?
Oh, that was a gain of about 15.
Was it 15?
Sure. Personal foul. So there's 15 more. So that's going to put the ball at the 11-yard line for the Wildcats. So big opportunity here for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Fake handoff. Oh, he's got room to run. Look at his.
Fleming.
At that time, Fleming tucked the ball down. That's the way you do it, mister.
There you go.
Nice job by Parker Fleming there. Looks like he's close to another first down. It'll be a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Nice work by Fleming, and I think he came out of that rollout knowing that he had a chance to tuck it and run. 1st and goal, 1-yard line, Wildcats.
Wow.
Devon Hudson in the backfield. Timeout, the red team.
Well, that would look a lot nicer as 16 or 17 to 30. That would look a lot nicer.
Well, and you know what? It just goes to show you the heart that these kids have. And we talk about it regularly, that the Wildcats are a second half and a late scoring and a late team because they're so well conditioned.
You know, it's always been that way, too. And
sure.
From year to year, even though the kids change.
Wonder who doesn't change and causes that.
And that's the coaches.
That's the coaches.
And
you
there's
bet.
the consistency in the program is that it is the same type.
Absolutely.
They have that personality.
Yep, Coach Rowley.
Yep.
That's his, tough nose, get in shape. And Brown's been with him forever, right? Mm-hmm. He's been there 15, 16 years or more. So the bottom line is that's the way they're coached, and that's the way they perform on the field. Keep it close early. Don't make mistakes. And try to win it late in the game.
You know, that's the thing, too, is it's a good philosophy, too, because we do have a smaller enrollment than most of the schools that we play, sometimes over 1,000 kids. And with that, you get the bigger schools get bigger kids. So if you're going to be small, you want to be in condition. You want to be fast. And that's how you can beat big.
Well, and that, again, that shows their toughness, because a lot of times we're sending up small guys against big guys, and we hang in there quite nicely. And 1st and goal. Ooh, big boy backfield. Wildcats, and there's flag on the play.
Oh, boy.
That's probably an illegal procedure penalty because they stopped the clock or stopped the play before it really got going. They're going to step it off against the Wildcats. Well, maybe there's It's a penalty against the Bulldogs. So we get about a half a yard there. Still first down. Still 3 minutes, 52 seconds to go. Still 30-10. We're still at the big house.
Yeah, we are.
Now you can start to see it's filling up in that second section up there. So some of the Clarkson parents are getting here, and some of the Lapeer parents are getting here. What a great value for $5. You get to come in and watch. That's all it is. $5 to get a ticket, I believe.
That is not bad.
I'd have paid at least $6.
I tell you, and there's a ton of places to eat around here too.
Yeah, if you can't find somewhere to eat in Ann Arbor.
Oh boy, what a town!
You know, let's give a shout out to the University of Michigan for allowing this to happen. I mean, they don't have to do this kind of thing. God knows they don't need the money.
I was talking to one of the guys. They were commenting about our 48-yard field goal. They were talking. I couldn't believe a high school, but they were telling me they had a movie night here and got 40,000 people.
First and goal, Wildcats over the right side.
That's it.
And a touchdown, Carpenter. He certainly deserves that. He's had a well of a second half. So touchdown Wildcats makes the score 30-16. Now, why not go for two?
Yeah.
Make it 30-18.
What do you think? Carpenter's going to take that ball home with him?
I think Carpenter's still got that ball in the old breadbasket. Nice job by the Wildcat offense. That was an impressive drive.
It was.
They've had two very impressive drives here in the second half.
And the two penalties were against Romeo. That's the key.
Snap is good. Placement is good. Kick is strong.
Wow.
So the Wildcats showing a little life here with 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go. 30-17.
Much nicer.
Absolutely.
Boy, we took a break at halftime, and I told JR, I said, boy, JR, what are we going to talk about if this keeps going on? But they turned it around.
Absolutely. Well, you knew they're going to play to the end. There's definitely that type of mentality in this football program, and there's no question they were going to fight to the end. So they had a really nice bounce on that last onside kick. Mm-hmm. So who's to say we can't get a nice bounce here and make something happen? I see some of the Lapeer Lightning football players in the end zone down there getting ready for their game. They're going to go right back to where they did the last time on this onside kick. And here we go. Oh, no bounce that time.
And they will take
Number 17, the receiver, caught it clean and went right to a knee.
Take off well to number 17, Nathan Ross.
At the 49-yard line.
So the Wildcats defense forced a turnover the last time Romeo had the ball and then capitalized with the touchdown. So 30-17, Wildcats trail with 3 minutes, 52 seconds. Seems like a clock's been at 3:52 forever. Bulldogs. Fumble on the play. That was number 10 in the quarterback position. Again, Jack Went. The Bulldogs have looked strong with him as a quarterback. But that time there was a exchange problem. 2nd down and 12. Well, the Wildcats have won the second half 14-7.
They have, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, actually 14-10.
Okay.
Because it was 20-3 at halftime. Romeo, single back in the backfield. Straight ahead running. Nothing doing. Wildcats stacked it up. So nice adjustments by the coaching staff for the Wildcats. I think the Wildcats called timeout there to to preserve as much of the clock as possible. Still leaves them 2 timeouts.
That was a loss of 2.
3rd down, 14. Well, I sure hope we've got a lot of nice pictures of this stadium because it is really kind of cool to be here. It's really a beautiful looking stadium. And if you haven't been here when there's 105, 107,000 people, it's even cooler then.
What's really neat about being on the field is that it is really super colorful. All these, the blue and the gold, they pop.
Yeah.
And even the red, what a beautiful afternoon.
And, I had the opportunity to go into the Michigan locker room.
Did you get to go in?
I went in, and I got some pictures, and I
thought I saw you crying.
I'm going to tell you something. If you're a Michigan fan, and whether you're Michigan State fan, but to go into that locker room and know the people that have been in there and how many years it's been around and the things that have happened, and that ball looks like it bounced to me. Let's see what their call is. No catch. Yes, sir. That sure looked like it bounced. So there's a nice break for the Wildcats. 4th and 14. Let's see what Romeo decides to do. Be a smart play to pin them back with a punt. But, to go back, and I'm not a huge historian on Michigan football, but the Fielding Yost, and for me, I started to listen and get interested listening to Bob Ufer. And, you walk in here and you kind of hear that voice, and they got big pictures of Tom Brady in there. And they got big pictures of Charles Woodson. And it's just amazing. And Desmond Howard, their Heisman Trophy winners. And it's just so amazing to go in that locker room. And I was taken back by it, no question about it. So Wildcats are going to get the ball again. Nice job by the defense with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. We get a chance to score again. And then, just for fun, Rod, I turned my camera on, and I come running out the tunnel like I was a football player. Right out to the field. That was a blast. Did I say this was exciting for the kids? I meant me.
I know. Well, I think the parents are having just as much fun.
We interviewed a good friend of mine, Chris Curtis, and he's as big a Michigan fan as there is on the planet. And I think he was more excited than his son, who's on the football team, number 22, Mercury Matt Curtis.
I love that nickname.
Look out! Fleming, nice job, Fleming, throwing the ball away. Did you notice he threw that left-handed because there was no way for him to turn his body? That's senior smarts. That doesn't happen with a freshman or sophomore quarterback. That's an incomplete pass. Didn't hurt a thing.
Yeah, it looks like.
So 2:34 to go here in the final quarter. Wildcats trail 30-17. They certainly have done a nice job fighting here in the 4th quarter. The Clarkston Wolves. Now, they're excited because they got the blue and gold uniforms as well.
Yes.
Okay, they're calling intentional grounding on Parker Fleming on that play. Didn't have a receiver in the area. And he can intentionally throw the ball down, but he's got to get it over the line of scrimmage, which he didn't do. So it's going to be 2nd down because there's a loss of down. 2nd and 21. .222 to go here in the 4th quarter. Throwing the ball out of the end zone. Boy, nice pressure there by the Bulldogs. Fleming had no choice. That time he had a receiver in the area.
3rd down.
So, Rod, what do you do? I mean, you're going to the soccer games. What else are you doing these days for OCTV?
Well, we just got out of the summer, and of course, we covered the band camp. We covered the Lone Ranger Parade, the Seymour Lake celebration. We were busy this summer at Seymour Lake Park covering the softball
A
games.
lot of room for Parker coming over this right side if he can get that corner.
Wow, that was close.
That was close.
Wow. 350 hits on Bandcamp. Really? So we have quite a bit of support from the community watching these things on YouTube.
Absolutely. That's wonderful that you guys would put it out there so everybody has a chance to see it.
We also offer a copy of any event, and we can go back a year or two to any event. If you want a copy of the game on a CD, it'll be in HD, even better than on YouTube and then on our station even.
Do you know what? You know how nice it would be for these football players right here to have a copy of today's game?
Oh, I know.
Not because they were on the field and played, but because you and I called the game. Yeah. I mean, they should cherish that.
We turn the sound down.
Oh, well, that's true. We have a timeout for the Wildcats as they're getting ready to start that 4th and 7 play.
But you might want to hang on to this, have it, because
Oh,
it'll be
absolutely.
on YouTube forever. And get a copy and show your kids, show your grandkids. Hey, I played in the big house.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, yeah, you know how few football players play in the big house?
Yeah.
You know, that's again, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for most.
Well, you remember James Young, a basketball player. He played for Rochester, and he played against Oxford, and they just smoked us that day. But there was a young basketball player who played against him, and his dad he got a couple shots off of James Young, who's up in the NBA right now. He got a couple shots over James Young, and he goes, I always wanted a copy of that game. I said, hang on. Bill?
There you go.
Bill went back, cooked him a day or two, and he found the game, got him a copy. Said, are you kidding me?
That's awesome.
And his dad wanted to have it because it was a great event.
Rolling to the right side, throwing it deep to the coaches. Nope, that play did not work. Wildcats are going to turn the ball over with 2 minutes to go in the contest. But you know what? They have played an outstanding second half. Forget about that last series. You know, the intentional grounding hurt them. But for the most part, they have played an outstanding second half of football. And they've got some stuff to work on, there's no question, but they have done a nice job.
I think the bright spots there in the first half was our defense. We had some really good play on D, and we had some mistakes that kind of killed it at first. But Noose did a good job, and then they stayed away from them after that. They
absolutely.
They didn't go that way.
Well, and again, Sergio Borg. Right there, Sergio Borg making another great play. Got on the field a little bit late, but was on the move. Sergio had a nice contest today.
Second down, 6 to go.
You know, as quiet as Ben Noose has been, he's out there on the field. He's over there on the right side. I just wondered if he was off the field or he had been injured or something. But they have stayed away from him, no question. Second down and 6. Clock is running with 1:20 to go in the contest. Wildcats trail 30-17. Romeo running the ball. Nice job by number 10, Malicki, to slow that play down. Got to keep his head up and make that tackle, though. Jackson Myron in on that tackle as well. You know, there's another gentleman they just called, Sam Barrett.
Yes.
He played a great first half, and we called his name a ton of times. Austin Schlick had a solid game. Sparks, Huffnagel. I mean, we've had.
How about touchdown reception?
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, very
absolutely. Number 84, Evan Brunning, scored the first touchdown of the year. So this will be probably the last play of the game. 25 seconds to go. Wildcats chasing him down from behind.
And how about that? A sack? A sack in the big house? So there are some good moments.
Yep.
And if we can just string all these good moments together for a good game, we'll be fine.
Yeah, there's Dakota Burr making a tackle in the big house. You know, and here's a great tradition, high school sports. We're going to shake hands afterwards. Outstanding job. Wildcats are going to take it on the short end today, 30-17, but boy, they played a great second half, and we've got a lot to be proud of. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thanks to Oxford Community TV for bringing us this game at the Big House.